Maintaining your home can be expensive and stressful if you don't have good money habits in place. Well, Bernadette Joy is the founder of Crush Your Money Goals. She personally crushed, check this out, $300,000 of debt in 3 years and built her first $1 million in her 30s. Hello, how are you doing? And let's get right into it. All right.
Love it.
You said that there's 3 money tips for your home. The very first one is to stop spending on organizing.
Yes.
Now, what is that? Stop spending on organizing.
So you must notice that there's a lot of organizing crazes out there, right?
Yes.
Like the colored boxes and like the clear tins and all of those things. And I see a lot of clients spending money just to organize all the stuff that they have. How about instead of spending so much money in organizing that we have less stuff to organize? Kind of, not rocket science here,
Okay.
right? So what do I mean by that? Now, of course, it's easy for me to say like, oh, just go declutter your home, but that can be really overwhelming for people if you've just got a lot of stuff, right? So instead of making it like, oh my gosh, I have to clean out my closet, let's focus on a little bit at a time. So I've been doing this challenge for myself. So far, I've done it every day this year.
Okay.
And it's simple. Just get rid of one thing a day, and it doesn't have to be a huge thing. It could be like, oh, those paper straws that have been hanging out in that junk drawer. It could be like a cup that you're not using anymore.
My reader glasses that have got 50,000, throw those things away.
Exactly. Just get rid of one thing a day. So if you do one thing a day, if you did it every day this year, it's 365 items that you don't have to spend money on organizing, right?
I love it.
I love
the
it.
idea. Okay.
Yes.
Tip number 2 is use the dollar rule for buying home decor and appliances.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Okay, so my dollar rule, it has curbed so much unnecessary spending for me, and so the dollar rule just says you can go ahead and buy something as long as you use it for $1 per use. Right?
Okay.
So as an example, I had a panini press. Why do I need a panini press? I don't know why I did that, right?
That's the thing that does the
yes,
bread, right?
Right. So I had bought that saying like, oh, I'm totally going to use this all the time. Well, guess what? I use it maybe a handful of times and it was way more than $1 per use, right? So instead, as an example, I bought an air fryer recently, right?
Okay.
The air fryer, even though it was a little bit more expensive, it was $150 for an air fryer, but I use it every day, right? So after 150 days, it came out to $1 per day. And so I don't feel bad about buying it because I'm using it for it to be $1 per use.
I absolutely love the idea. Okay, the next one, you said right-size your home emergency fund.
Yes. Okay, so this is the most stressful part of owning a home. I'm sure you know this too. There's no more landlord to call. No one told me that when I have to buy my own house, I'm the one who has to fix everything. It's me.
It's you.
Right?
Yes.
So you can't always predict when things are going to break or when things are going to not work. So I always recommend to my students to have at least 1 month's worth of emergency fund. And emergency fund comprises 5 things, right? So it is your utilities, your mortgage or your rent, your food, your transportation, and your health costs. If you at least have 30 days worth of those expenses, even if something bad were to happen, the point is you have 30 days to figure out your next move. You don't have to be like, oh my gosh, I have to figure this out today. I have some time to take a breath and make my next choice.
You got some time to take a breath, make your next choice. You got to visit her website, crushyourmoneygoals.com, or you got to follow her on social media at Bernadette Joy. Bernadette, you do a great job. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.